All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Power Veto competition. This week's POV is called You're Late for Tea. And here is how it works. In this week's POV competition, you were all playing around in Wonderland and are now going to be late for tea. You are all going to be presented with a grid similar to a chessboard. You'll be moving around the grid in an L-shaped formation like a knight in chess. Since each time you land on a space, you might catch a guard's attention, that space will become unusable once you land on it. Once you run out of moves, you'll be eliminated from the competition and will not get to show up for tea. Being eliminated isn't the end of your game, though, as this will be a white elephant competition, meaning there are prizes and punishments. You guys will all choose your starting space in private. That way, no one will know what you are picking until we get started. Do you guys have any questions on the rules?
Do we pick a spot or is it randomized?
You'll pick a spot in private, one at a time.
Okay. So that's all I got.
Any other good, solid, great questions? Also, hi, Cameron. You're good to be here. You just need to be camera on and then hands in frame, just because we don't want anyone messaging anyone.
Well, I'm walking home right now, so I can't really easily do that. But
No, you're good. Just be good. Um, all right. If we don't have any questions, I'm gonna have you all one at a time.
Wait,
Or
can,
um,
can you post the board again or tell us how big it is?
I'm gonna start. I'll turn screen share back on, but you guys are all about to message me on Skype, so I'm not gonna have screen share back on. But the board will be 1 second.
Sorry, I'm
No,
sorry.
it's anywhere A through J and 1 through 8. So, for
I was going to
example,
say, I don't think we shared the board yet.
you could say like A7 or E4 or J2, anywhere A through J and 1 through 8.
All right, thank you.
When I call your name, just everyone, this will be your time where your hands go up, hands on screen. And just when I call your name, you are good. Chris, make sure your hands are on screen when you can be. Chris. Chris.
Sorry, I was going to my notepad. My bad. Can you hear? Can you see?
Perfect. Lexi, can you go message in your project where you would like to start?
Yes.
All right, Juan, can you go message in your project where you'd like to start? All right, Chris, can you go message in your project where you'd like to start? Fred, make sure your hands are staying on camera.
It's okay. Julia will smack him if he doesn't.
Wesley, can you go message in your project where you'd like to start? Tony, can you go message in your project where you'd like to start? All right. Nick and Fred. All right, I will now share the board again. You guys sure do just have the variety and spice of life being at A1, A2, A7, F2, F5, and F7. These are all your spots on the board. The order on the right-hand side, starting with Juan down to Fred, is the order in which you guys will be moving. Remember, you're moving like an L in chess. Once you leave a space, so for example, if I'm going to give Fred an imaginary spot at C5, if Fred were to go up two and to the right one, the space where he started, which was here, will now be out of play. Anywhere that is red, you cannot go. All right, we will start with one.
Hi. Um, um, Take me to C2.
C2. Next up is Chris.
All right. I'm sorry. I literally so I can go diagonal up, down, left, right.
No, you can move like an L. So you can go up one to the left two. You can go down two to the left one, as long as it looks like a letter L.
Okay, let's go H1.
H1. Wesley.
I'm gonna go H6. Wrong
Next
one.
up, Lexi.
You're thinking about one transparent.
I'll go
Sorry about to be pedantic. Just wanted what didn't want to.
D4.
D4 is not an option. You can do
Oh,
like an L. So two in one direction, one in another.
Knights and chess.
I'll do B4.
B4.
Just a reminder, everyone, please keep your hands in frame. Next time, the reminder will not be kind.
Tony, you're up.
B3.
B where?
B3.
So it has to be two in one direction, one in another. So you can go up two to the right one. You can go up one to the right two.
Up 1.
You have to go three spaces. So two in one direction, one in another.
I don't want to. So like B5. I think I do that.
B5 works. And Fred.
I didn't realize I was muted. D6.
Thank you, Fred. And we are back to one.
E1.
Chris.
I will go J2.
J2.
Yes. Sorry.
Thank you. Up next is Wesley.
I will go J7.
Up next is Lexi.
I'll go C6.
Can I take you guys with me to get a drink? But like, you'll see my hands.
That's fine.
Sorry.
No.
Up next is Tony.
Does C5 work?
No. You have to go one. You have to go one or two in one direction, and then two or one in the other direction, depending on what you did with the first move.
C2.
You can't do C2, you can do C3.
C3.
And Fred.
E4.
And back to you, Juan.
G2.
Chris.
I4.
Wesley.
H8. I hate this spot.
Lexi.
I'll go E5.
Tony.
E3.
You can't do E3. Has to be two in one direction, then one in another, or one in one direction, then two in another.
D2.
Up next is Fred.
Do G3.
Back to Juan.
I1.
Chris.
I will go J6.
Wesley.
Let's do G6. Like a G6. Like a G.
And Lexi.
I'll do G4.
G4. Up next is Tony.
Do I even have a move? I don't know, like E2.
You cannot go to E2. You're currently there.
Even go then. E1. I don't know.
So you can move, you need to move two in one direction and then one in another, or move one in one direction and then two in another.
I'll just move one.
You have to move all three. So it would look like you're moving like an L.
Have you played chess? Do you know the knight moves in chess?
I don't play chess. Like that's why I don't like.
You're looking at the board. You looking at the board right now? You're looking at so see G1 on the board. You see that spot?
Yeah.
So you can go there because you can go right twice and up one, which will make that L shape. So you go like over two and up one. And then you could also do that with say like F4. You could go because you go down or down two and right one. So it's kind of like that, kind of like the outlook of it. You go down two, over one, up two, over one, up two.
So I can do F1, I guess, or F.
No, you can do.
You could do F4. You can
F4.
go down twice and up over right.
Fred, your turn.
F1.
Pretty much like any combination of like up and up two, over one, or over one, up two. Any kind of combination of that you can do.
Back to Juan.
J3.
Chris.
I will go I'll go I8.
Wesley.
I'll go. Let me think here. I'll go F8.
Lexi.
I'll go I5.
Tony.
Um, I don't. I I've I've 4.
You cannot do I4.
You can at least listen to one page of what I wrote at the top.
Justin, can you mute? And if you're going to be here, you need to be on camera with your hands up.
Um, I
You can't make it all the way to the I's. You can make it to the H's.
okay. H8. Like I do H. H5.
H5 works.
Okay.
And Fred.
D2.
Back to
Give me H2.
Chris.
I will go G7.
Wesley.
I'll go E6.
Lexi.
I'll go H3.
Tony.
Okay. H. H4.
You cannot go there. Has to be like an L, so 2 in one direction, 1 in another.
All right. G5.
You can't go there. It has to be 2 in one direction, then 1 in another.
I have to be out. I don't know where. I'm gonna be out. I don't know those two.
You do still have moves available. You can walk on the red ones, you just can't land on them.
J. I don't. J5.
You can't do J5, you can do J4.
A4.
Fred.
B1.
And back to Juan.
F3.
Chris.
E8.
Wesley.
Where am I? C7.
Lexi.
Um, G1.
G1.
Yeah.
Tony.
This, let me see. H4.
You cannot go to H4.
J. J6.
What was that?
J.
You won't be able to go anywhere in the J column.
I6. Yeah.
Fred.
A3.
And back to Holman.
Take me to what's that? D4.
Chris.
F6.
Wesley.
A8.
What was that? I'm so sorry.
A8.
Like
What? I'm not muted.
Um,
No. No.
You're muted.
No.
You're unmuted.
Yes.
Bestie.
I'll do I2.
Tony.
H7.
You cannot do H7.
What's B. G8.
You cannot do G8. You just have to go 2 in one direction and then 1 in another.
I can't set this down.
Competition. And it's an
7.
What was that?
E7.
You cannot go to E7. 2 in one direction, 1 in another.
And you just take the exact percentage of that section of pie chart. And for every percentage we were off, we got 1 added to our score. And whatever trial of 3 has the most amount of points, the end can lose.
Is Tony still on the call?
It said he left.
Yes.
Can confirm Tony has indeed left the call.
Let me go message him.
Everybody
just
pause.
kidding.
Please remember to keep your hands in frame.
Just a suggestion, if he's having a hard time understanding the move, you could also just list all the options for him, right?
I am not going to list options as I do not want it to be a first choice is taken and it affects someone's movable plays. If you guys as a cast talk to him, that is on you.
Somebody should just list the options for him because I don't think he's understanding the movement. I think he's probably just getting frustrated with not knowing what he's doing.
Stand by. We're just messaging Tony. He was also on mobile, so there's the possibility his phone died.
Can this count as two hands? Because you can see the blur of the one hand.
Yes, you're fine.
Yeah. I mean, if you want Jill to still come and slap you around, we can easily make that happen too. I mean, it is fun. I still have marks from the last time she gave me whippings.
What?
I'll kick someone's ass.
Anyone want to do a shot while we wait?
I'll do a shot.
Let's do a shot while we wait.
Oh, give me a second. We'll get it. My phone. By the way. I don't have
Okay. Fine. I'll get out
I
of
have
bed.
water.
Come on, let's do a shot while we wait. Take a shot. I'm getting out of bed.
I'll use this empty flask thing and just drink that.
I
That
don't know.
counts. That counts.
Should I get the goose before I open the Cheetos?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the goose. I'll be back.
Something of the gray nature.
Julia's going to get the alcohol. Get shot glasses too.
I don't have shot glasses. I'm a child.
Whose idea? Was this Fred's idea?
It's frozen shut.
Honestly, this is more comfortable than off getting my hands out, so just holding them on the flask.
I got my shot.
She's getting ours.
Like Lexi has a cat. That counts as a shot.
Yeah.
Lexi, that's perfectly fine that you bring the cat on camera as long as you don't bring Lake on camera.
That won't happen.
Good.
I second that.
Literally,
Is it
Lexi,
or-
as soon as you bring Lake on camera for this, you are automatically DQ'd from the game.
Exactly.
Yeah, DQ from the game.
Is there an issue with Lake, or is it just like throw shade?
All right.
No, Lake is just Lake.
Mhm.
Well, expensive. I can't get this open. I think the top is frozen shut, but there's obviously alcohol in it.
Juan's faking it.
I'm not. Look,
At least for the cat.
you can really see my arm. Like, there we go.
There you go.
Oh
You
shit.
need more grip strikes.
What is that you're having?
Me?
Oh yeah.
Tequila. Camarena.
Okay.
Farrell,
I'm not a
where's
tequila person,
Farrell?
that's why.
Do a shot with me.
We are giving Tony till 34, and at that point, we are going to move on.
Okay.
Just
John Farrell.
last
if you
place
get
or
on
whatever?
call- If you don't get on
Believe
call,
it, believe it or not, I actually don't have any hard stuff on me. I do have a surge white. I have a surge white claw.
we
Is
will
that
take
Julia
this.
Fred?
This is in the 95-cent bin at the corner store.
We love that, John. Do a shot. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, all.
everybody.
Here's all.
I need it after you.
Actually, isn't half bad.
Ugh. You're getting a call. Who is that?
My other boyfriend.
Oh,
Oh, it's
yeah. We're trying to call Tony's chat.
That was just a fire.
She said it was her other boyfriend.
Wow.
All right, we'll
I
tell
didn't know you guys
Carl.
were
We'll tell
polyamorous
Carl
back
that.
then, Chris.
That's what happened.
I think his phone definitely. He wasn't even touching his phone.
My dog face.
My thumb, yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
So Fredo, Dustin, Cameron, how's your night going?
Damn, not Fred.
I'm currently driving home.
Whoa.
Oh fuck.
I
Fred,
was
how's
on
it going?
campus for like hours.
We love how clear the camera is for you, Cameron.
Cheers,
What?
to you.
We love how clear you can see everything, Cameron, on your camera.
I'm in the car driving, so it's pitch black.
I know, just messing with you.
Yeah. But I have an hour commute both ways, so like.
Ooh,
Jesus.
that's ugly.
Why? Why do you do
That's
that to yourself?
not the greatest thing I've heard.
Because of the shot.
I missed the rules
So-
of this challenge, but the goal is basically to be the last person still on the board.
Yes.
I just have a question for everybody. If it's to the point where I have to ask him physically, hey, what don't you understand and can I help you move? Is that something everyone's against? I'm not obviously going to give him an answer, but it just doesn't seem like he's understanding. So I just would like to help him understand.
That's cool. That's fine by me.
For me.
Okay. Next goal is to see if I can still get him on.
I believe it.
Tony, where are you at?
That was kind of scary. Keep going.
Tony Ross. Where are you at?
The pigtails coming out.
Oh yeah.
This I need to see.
I desperately need a haircut.
Oh God. Don't get her started.
You do need a fucking haircut.
Let's all
Do you want to go? Julia? Do you want him to go buzz cut or something?
No, Fred, you just need a haircut. He looks like a little bum right now.
Yeah. 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 All right. Yeah.
Fucking bum.
Fred, you want to
Fucking bum.
Fucking bum.
Fucking bum.
Yeah,
Okay.
I said what I said.
Whatever.
There's some nice pigtails, Juan.
Fucking bum.
They're uneven.
You did good, Juan. You did good.
Yeah.
I feel like one of those dogs that have like the really big.
Oh yeah.
That was good.
Yours are somewhere too.
I saw him earlier. Oh, right here.
Oh.
No, they're not.
Fuck you, yes.
Yeah, fuck me.
You want to sleep?
You're not going to sleep. What Pixar movie should me and Julia watch
What
after this?
movie period?
A Bug's Life. Bug's Life.
The Lorax. Wait, is
Big
that
Hero 6.
A Bug's
Big,
Life.
Big Hero 6
Big
is a
Hero 6 is fantastic.
Frozen
Overrated.
overshadowed.
Big Hero
Go back.
6.
Although I kind of do want to watch the
Correct.
new Elemental movie.
Oh, the Elemental movie
I
is
watched
so
the
cute.
Elemental movie. It's not as good as I expected.
But it's so cute.
Fred, if you don't watch Bug's Life, I'm gonna target you this week.
We're watching Bug's Life.
Soul was
We're
better.
watching Bug's Life.
Wow.
Nah. Let's watch Big Hero 6. And then Bug's Life.
All right. I support it.
You can always do both.
Onward. Watch Onward.
Onward
Yes.
is so underrated, I feel.
I
Soul.
cry every
Very
time.
that's
Like-
true.
Oh no, you didn't like Soul.
Soul.
You didn't like Soul.
I did not like
Soul.
Soul. That was a bad movie.
Michael.
Sorry.
Fuck you, Michael. Fuck you,
Give me
Julia.
Michael.
How do you
Give
not
me
like
Michael.
Soul?
It was so good.
Michael, you're so real
So-
for that.
And what?
Fuck both of you.
For that.
Michael, can you check Skype?
I'm responding.
Responding.
I don't trust Michael and Julia, guys. I think we need to get them out.
You shouldn't trust Julia and I, that's for sure.
I mean, if you haven't missed it, well, if you haven't gotten used to it, welcome to another session of Michael and Timmy.
Timmy, how is your butt?
It's in a lot of pain.
Hey, at least you're
You have
here.
a band-aid on it?
I do have a band-aid on it. I was literally taking a shower and I was just bleeding. I'm like, oh no.
Is it like very serious? Like doctors?
Did it look like a
doctor
crime
or something like
scene?
that is serious, or just like
It did look like a crime scene. I don't think I'm gonna need a doctor. I think it's just like a gross cut.
But did you
So
die?
like a 2020 crime scene?
Maybe not like
Like
that.
Dateline?
So I'm gonna make the call here. Tony has elected to no longer compete in this competition. Tony will be receiving 6th place.
how the round robin thing work?
Tony will get the 6th place prize and y'all can trade if you want whatever Tony got. So Tony has been eliminated from this competition.
Tony's prize. Sorry, too soon.
Tony, for coming in 6th place, has received the power of veto. So Tony has temporarily won the power of veto. With this, he can use the power of veto to save one of the nominees, or if Lexi were to win, could use to break the curse. You could also not use it at all. But Tony is not guaranteed to keep this, as we do still have 5 players competing in this competition. Fred, you're up.
Throw me at C4. Good one. Good one.
Back to Juan.
B2, B3. That's what I meant.
B3. Next up is Chris.
D7.
D7. Next up is Wesley.
Give me an option. I think I only have one actually. Let's go with B6.
B6. Up next is Lexi.
I'll go to H4.
Thank you, Lexi. Up next is Fred.
A5.
Up next is Juan.
C1. Wait, yeah, do that.
C1. Up next is Chris.
B8.
Shit, sling in my eye. Sorry. Up next is Wesley.
I'll go with C8. Hey Chris, how you doing?
What's up, buddy? We're neighbors.
Up next is Lexi.
J5.
Up next is Fred.
B7. Let's make it a party over there.
Up next is Juan.
D3.
Up next is Chris.
I think I only have one spot, which is A6.
Up next is Wesley.
I'm gonna go with, of all my varied options here, E7.
That corner was a death trap.
Up next is Lexi.
I7.
Up next is Fred.
C5.
Up next is Juan.
B2.
Up next is Chris.
I don't think I have any moves.
And with that, Chris, you have been eliminated from the
No!
competition. But let's see what you received. Oh, look at Jill's photo from last season.
That's your
Recycling.
Chris, you have received the White Rabbit.
Is this
You,
like a
you have
sorry.
won the White Rabbit punishment. Until the jury phase of this game, your Skype photo will need to be the White Rabbit Disney emoji. Would you like to keep this prize or trade it for the power of veto?
I think I'm gonna trade for the power of veto. Sorry.
Yikes.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to be the White Rabbit.
Up next is Wesley.
Should I go
We'll
off
do some math here. I'm gonna go with D5.
D5. Up next is Lexi.
G8.
Up next is Fred.
A4. Effort.
Up next is Juan.
E1.
Up next is Wesley.
Of my various options here, I'm gonna go with E3.
Oh no.
Up next is Lexi.
Do I have anywhere to go, SD?
I don't know, do you?
I don't think so.
And with that, Lexi, you are eliminated from the competition, but let's see what you get. Lexi, oh, there's Jill's photo. Lexi, in fourth place.
I'm sorry, why is my picture on all the trophies?
Because I copy and pasted the slide from last season.
Oh my god, and I came in last season. I remember.
And you have won Changing the Story. Lexi, you have won the Changing the Story power. This power allows you to change an aspect of the storyteller. Once over the next 3 storytellers, you have the ability to cancel one of their abilities. You can either cancel them sitting 3 people out of the HOH competition, you can sit them out of the POV competition when they are the storyteller, or you can cancel who they pick to play in the power veto. If you do not use this power before the next 3 storytellers are over, there will be consequences that will affect your game. Would you like to keep this or trade for the White Rabbit or for the power of veto?
I think I'll trade for the power of veto.
All right. Chris, you know how Changing the Story. Up next is Fred.
Interesting. I think I'm just gonna lose.
All right, and with that, Fred, you are eliminated from the competition, but let's see what you got. Oh, I meant to change that. Queen of Hearts. Come on the spot stuff. All right, congratulations. You have won the Queen of Hearts. Where did that go? You have won the Queen of Hearts punishment. Until the jury phase of the game, your Skype photo will need to be the Queen of Hearts Disney emoji. Would you like to keep this, trade for the White Rabbit, power of veto, or changing the story?
Sorry, Lexi, I gotta take that power veto.
All right. And I believe as though you are both going to be out of moves, so we are going to go to a tiebreaker question as you both will be eliminated in this round.
Isn't it just wouldn't he be eliminated first than me? Sorry, just being confused.
Excuse me?
Never mind, it's fine.
All right. Give us 1 second.
I must be in my Bowie Jane era.
Hey, she the one tree shot winning right now. So for spoilers.
Huh?
She's a 1-3 shot of winning right now, so
I think Mojang put an amazing thing, but people might disagree with me.
Can I grab my phone now, or do you guys still need my handsome frame? I'm gonna take Timmy silence as I can grab my phone. Thank you.
You can be on your phone. For Wesley and Juan, would y'all be able to either get a sheet of paper to write down your tiebreaker answer, or you can write it on like Snapchat on your phone?
Yeah.
just give me a second. My phone is immediately visible.
My hands at a frame.
Everyone is good to put their hands down.
Oh, it's right here. It was in my pocket. I am dumb.
All right. For both of you, the answer will be a number. I will give you 10 seconds to write down the answer, okay? Head nod to know you both understand.
On the end.
All right. The answer to the question will be a number. Person closest without going over will win this competition. If you were to add the total number of squares on the board from the you're late for tea POV competition, how many squares were turned red? If you were to add up all the red squares on the you're late for tea POV competition, how many of them were red? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answers, please.
You see it?
I can see, is that 71 for Juan and 73 for Wesley?
Yeah.
You both were very close. The correct answer is 72. Wesley, you went over, which means Juan, you ultimately do get first place in this competition.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was great. Both of y'all.
Yeah.
There were 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I never turned over your squares to red. All right. In second place, Wesley, you have received storyteller ? Congratulations, Wesley. You have won the storyteller punishment. Once per day, till you have done all the house guests left, you will send a voice message to the chats, making up a 4-sentence story about each of your fellow house guests. The stories must be fictional. Would you like to keep the storyteller punishment or trade for one of the other items?
I think I'm gonna go with the veto.
All right.
Oh
Fred.
my god. I can't do that. Okay, fine.
Sorry, Fred.
And lastly, let's see what Juan got. This is a favorite of BB Disney Prod.
Oh, it is.
You got what's the T? Call me. And here is how this one works. Juan, you have won what's the T? Call me power. You have won the ability to spread the tea with 3 of your fellow housemates. The other housemates are not so lucky, though. You and 3 others will be allowed to type and call until the end of day, Wednesday, 11/8. For the other 10 house guests, they will not be so fortunate. Lucky for them, the White Rabbit has supplied enough tea for all. The players who are not allowed to type will be allowed to communicate through the T emoji, the yes emoji, and the no emoji. They cannot type, but they can call. I would recommend using the T emoji as a symbol of wanting to call. So you essentially get to choose 4 house guests out of 14 who get to type. The other 10 can communicate through those 3 emojis. Juan, would you like to keep this wonderful power, or would you like to trade it for one of the other 5?
I don't remember what the other 5 were.
There is the White Rabbit, where you could set your emoji to be the White Rabbit Disney emoji. There's the Queen of Hearts, where you could set your Skype photo to be the Queen of Hearts Disney emoji. The Power of Veto. The Storyteller ? Where you get to make up a story about 1 house guest per day till you've gone through all the house guests. There is Changing the Story, which allows you to kill one of the 3, or kill one of the perks of being the storyteller over the next 3 storytellers. Or Or you can keep the what's the tea? Call me. Also, for everyone, there are write-ups for all of these that will be sent in the announcement, so you don't have to remember all of this stuff.
I will. You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's keep the Costa tea.
All right. Juan, since you will be keeping that, I do at this time need you to pick which 3 house guests will be joining you on this adventure and what other 10 will be talking with T.
What are you playing?
Okay, who can type? Oh,
Over. It's over.
anyone want to be able to talk?
Big
Me.
game.
Please. Me.
Okay, I'll let Fred talk. I'll let Lexi talk. And you know what? I don't want it. I'll let Dustin talk. Sure.
No,
All right. So Juan, Fred, Lexi, and Dustin will all be able to type regularly for the other house guests until the end of day Wednesday. You will only be able to type the yes emoji, the no emoji, and the T emoji. But with that, congratulations.
Wait, is
what was that?
that locked in since I already said it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And with that, congratulations, Wesley. You have won the power of veto. Wesley, you will have 1 hour from now to decide if you would like to use the power of
I
veto.
can't chat via text.
You will have 1 hour to decide if you'd like to use the power of veto to save either Fred or Tony from the block. Lexi, keeping in mind, if you do not win the next head of household, you will be a 3rd nominee next round.